all electric vehicles sold come with a portable charger for 110-volt circuits. This is the same outlet that's available within homes now for charging any other items in the home. These chargers add 5 miles for each hour of charge or 60 miles for overnight charging. You shouldn't share this circuit with other usage. The car will stop charging when full, so no need to worry about any kind of additional fees once the charge is full. Let your customer know that they may need to invest in a home charger. This should be thought of as a home expense and not a car-related expense. It's going to benefit all future electric vehicle purchases and adds value to the home. So let's talk a little bit more about EV home charging stations. These chargers charge at a level 2. That's 12 to 30 miles per hour connected. And you'll leave your home full of fuel in the morning, saving time at the pump. Costs are not prohibitive. They are often quite reasonable. The hardware for installation may be about $500, and the installation costs vary from $400 to $3,000. It depends on the customer's personal home setup, wiring, and situation. Starting in 2015, building codes will require all newly constructed housing and parking lots to provide conduit and electrical system capacity for EV charging stations. If the customer has specific home charging questions, we recommend informing your client that charging capability, installation cost, and charging cost may vary depending on their individual electrical load. We recommend that the customer contact a local electrician who can provide a free evaluation and give the customer detailed information on their home. If your customer is uncertain whether or not they need to install a level 2 charger, advise them to use the level 1 portable charger that comes with the car for 30 to 60 days and see if this meets their charging needs, in addition to public chargers and chargers at their workplace. Public chargers. There are more than 300 public chargers in the Sacramento region. More than 100 of these chargers are free. In addition, there are workplace charging stations, destination chargers such as those found at common shopping locations such as Walgreens, Whole Foods, different malls, parking garages, and public buildings. In addition, many electric vehicles are capable of taking advantage of fast chargers. Unlike the public chargers, fast chargers are fee-based, but the cost is still less than gas. There are some fast charger benefits which allow you to move from city to city, extending the electrical range when needed for the charge, and it's a great substitute for home chargers for those who live in rentals or may not have access to a home charger. Let's take a quick look at 2 types of fast chargers. There's the CHAdeMO, used for cars such as the Leaf, the i-MiEV, and the Kia, and the Combo, used for the Chevy Spark, the BMW i3, and the Volkswagen. Some chargers are both, and some have only the CHAdeMO. Tesla has proprietary superchargers available, which can only charge Tesla vehicles. There are a variety of ways to find public charging stations through various apps. Your car may have an app that shows you where the nearest charger is. And a smartphone has an app, and there are often many options to choose from. One example is plugshare.com, but there are similar apps available. Where do you charge your electric vehicle?
I use mostly public charging.
And how has that experience been for you?
Mostly pretty accessible. As the cars become more prevalent, there's more competition for the chargers.
I've used any charging station that I could find. If there was one and we were out at the mall, where my husband works at SMUD, he uses the charging station there. Really, they're everywhere. So then I have PlugShare on my phone, so I can just look and see where, that works out really great. So
some people are concerned about the changes that they might experience in their electric bill. What was your experience?
It's been less than what I had actually expected. I probably spent another $10, maybe $12 a month.
So we are spending between probably $40 and $50 a month more for electricity. I'm a SMUD customer, so I'm on one of the special SMUD rates. I charge during the off-peak hours, so I charge after midnight, and you can get as low as 6 cents per kilowatt hour with SMUD on these special EV rates, so it's like paying 60 cents per gallon of gas. It's fabulous.
I've driven it way more than I expected. It is fun to drive. It does well on long trips. It does great around town. It's always my car of choice.
Many customers are concerned about how long their batteries will last. Batteries do degrade over time. In about 3 to 5 years, owners will start to see noise reduction in the battery capacity. Most companies offer 8 to 10-year battery warranties. If the battery is a key concern, the customer may wish to consider leasing. Battery options include replacement, which is still less expensive than replacing a gas engine. And keep in mind, battery prices are declining 6% per year. And PEVs have an advantage as battery degradation will be slower. Another option for replacement is selling to an owner with lower range requirements. There can also be reuse in other applications. For example, batteries with 70% capacity left may have about 10 years of useful life left as storage devices on the grid. These same batteries can be used as a home power backup for 1 to 3 days. The Power Pack for villages or homes not already on a grid can combine these batteries with solar for additional benefits. And finally, the battery can be recycled to help offset production impacts and costs. Electric vehicles are low maintenance. The brakes on electric vehicles are sized by vehicle weight. Electric vehicles are heavy, but they limit their use of brakes through regenerative braking. There are a limited number of moving parts, and battery electric vehicles are cleaner and cheaper. There's no oil, so there's no oil changes and no mess. Plug-in hybrid electric vehicles have oil changes, but they're very, very rare compared to regular gas vehicles. For example, plug-in hybrid electric vehicles with 60,000 miles may have less than 10,000 miles of engine wear and very infrequent oil changes. Here's some quotes from folks about their experience with electric vehicles. One realtor says, "My Prius was on its original brake pads at 123,000 miles with usable life left." Another owner, a Tesla Roadster owner, says, "We have an '08 Roadster with over 60,000 miles on it and less than 20% brake wear." Electric vehicles have far fewer moving parts than internal combustion engines. This leads to fewer breakdowns, and EVs require far less maintenance, saving drivers time and money. Electric motor technology has existed for over a century, and these motors are more reliable. To give you some specific examples, electric vehicles may have fewer than 50 moving parts, whereas an internal combustion engine may have more than 400. Battery changes have developed, and that is what has allowed electric vehicle technology to grow and develop.